Major Slack Videos.
Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Outer Worlds. And here we are in Devil's Peak, and we have to hook up with the mysterious interplanetary broadcaster who is up there somewhere.
You may not realize this, being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Okay. We'll take that under advisement. Get some. You survived. Unbelievable. Okay, this is par for the course. You hit that guy, the goon comes running, and the Canaan over there remains completely oblivious. Let's just sneak around the corner and whack him. And get some. Some watchdog you are. Huh? What's up with that? Alright, now, let's empty out the inventory. Getting a little low on weapon parts. Anything below 90 bits gets broken down. Broken down? Broken down. Do I need another bolter pistol? That sells for a pretty penny. Let's sell that. And the consumables is getting out of control here. I made a pretty penny on that. Don't need that. Very good. All right. Beautiful. Carry weight, nice, acceptable 35. Just out of curiosity, I know most of you are playing on consoles, either Xbox or PlayStation 4. What are your controller sensitivity settings set to? I have mine set way down to 0. That's the only thing I can handle. Although I suck at playing on the PlayStation. I used to be a real champion at the PlayStation way back in the day when it first came out. On the PS1, but I switched to PC gaming around 2000, the year 2000, and never looked back. Just recently got a PlayStation 4 about a year ago, as some of you know, and Outer Worlds has finally got me into actually using it for more than just watching Netflix. And I suck. There's a guy like taking a dump. Poor guy. 3 shots while taking a shit. Name that movie. Yeah, so I have my my controller settings set way down to 0. That's the only way I can handle aiming. What are your controller sensitivity settings? I'm just curious about how some of you veteran console gamers have your settings. Post a comment. We can break in here. We absolutely definitely need to break in here. We need a very important item in here. Which is this thing right here. The Devil's Peak Environment Controls keycard. Make sure you grab that. That'll make your life a whole lot easier, and you can read this for a little bit of backstory and or instructions. Alright. Let's go talk to the mysterious.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you.
Who, me?
Come here and talk to me, face the intercom.
You come out here and talk to me. Alright.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder?
Suicide?
You are?
Yeah.
And to think I was just joking. Guess I'll leave you to it then. Kidding! I'm kidding! No one has a sense of humor these days. Or much of a backbone, for that matter. Look, the fact of the matter is this. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Okay, broker.
Excellent. I have a good feeling about our business relationship. I'm sure it will go much more smoothly than with those unscrupulous mercenaries I hired. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Okay, every time I go in here, I say to myself, it's not worth it, so I'm gonna pass this time. He's a learner. Alright, we're going upstairs, and our objective is to kill seven marauders. I'm going to show you how to kill them all instantly.
Hey,
As long as you've got
elevator
that.
here.
Quiet, you! As long as you've got that. This thing right here. This keycard. The Devil's Peak Environmental Controls keycard.
Right. Get ready.
Okay. I would feel comfortable with some more weapon parts. Let's break this guy down. And you could break him down. Broke down rather, and you get broken down. Ooh. That might be useful. Don't need that. Don't need that. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we're gonna get our sneak on. Yes, would make more sense to leave these stealth skills rebuilt mining gear on, but if everything goes sideways, which it might, I think it's best to have our best armor on. And we can probably pull it off anyways, even with our stealth nerfed by the elite troop armor. Okay, here's the deal. First of all, quick save. Alright, we have to get to that door right there. Okay, this guy's a little suspicious. Wait till he walks away. When he moves, we're going to make our move around to this side right here. Here he's making his move. That's good. Over here. And let's just park right here. Okay, now two guys to watch. That guy over there and that guy right there. We'll hold up here. Calm. Okay, he went over there. We want to go to that doorway right there. Okay, let's go for it. Made it. Great. Alright, now with your key cards, you can use the terminal to trigger the atmospheric controls and then deploy the fire suppressant systems in the main hall. Warning, the fire suppressant system will remove all oxygen from the chamber. Please ensure that all personnel have been safely evacuated prior to initiating the safety protocol. Yeah, I think everybody's gone. Yes. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, my gosh. Oh, but all oxygen is being removed. Well, better run out. Hurry now. Oh. Oh, my. My bad. Sorry. There you go. 7 guys. Down and out just like that. Okay, looting is now becoming redundant, so maybe it's just the mag picks on the ammo parts, weapon parts rather. As he continues to loot. Next, here's the deal. You want to put on your dialogue suit. Absolutely. And we need to pass a persuade check of 60. We can just do this with a mind drink and some booze. Let me just double check here. Yep. Personality and mind. That's right. Okay. Here's the deal. The mind drink and the booze is going to wear off before I'm able to run through all the dialogue. So either I have to rush the dialogue or miss that persuade check. So I'll do a quick save right now. I'll go through the dialogue and you can, like, you know, enjoy the dialogue, and then I'll reload the quick save and I'll jam through the dialogue to get the persuade check. Okay, that's the plan.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Good areas right there. Let's do this quick save right now. Okay.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I do admire a woman of ingenuity.
That's my girl. Tika and Cochran, thinking nothing of it.
Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why you ventured here at all. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
We are here to shut down all illegal interplanetary broadcasts.
Allow me to assure you that I know absolutely nothing about any allegedly illegal broadcasts.
Nothing?
Surely the board is aware of that. They must know I'd never involved myself in such despicable activities. There's utterly no reason to arrest anyone in this broadcast station, let alone me. In fact, you're doing me a favor by helping me disable any alleged such broadcasts, if they exist. You could do me another favor by mentioning my loyalty to the board in your report.
Methinks thou dost protest too much. Okay, you're laying it on a little thick. There's the persuade check. We can pass the persuade check. The intimidate we can't, but the persuade one we can.
Am I? Odd, because I cannot possibly fathom what you mean. Reckon this cartridge I found lying around containing a not insignificant sum of bits might lay it on to the right thickness?
I reckon it would, yep.
Excellent. Yes, that is reassuring to hear indeed. I am glad we could come to an understanding. The station routes all communications across Monarch. Since the company towns were abandoned, the only local transmissions coming in are from Amber Heights or Stellar Bay.
Okay, where in Stellar Bay?
My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly.
Okay, and why Amber Heights?
Amber Heights is one of the only surviving settlements outside of Stellar Bay. Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Now they're ceaselessly transmitting philosophist ramblings on my airwaves.
Alright, and can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Or I could just kill them all.
Do what you like. Just don't tell me about it after. I enjoy sleeping at night.
Okay. Alright, so I need to head out.
Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
Alright, so let's reload, and I'm going to jam through the dialogue and get that persuade check. Okay, here we go. First of all, let's take a couple of these and some booze. Okay, so 2 Gigantor energy drinks and 2 purple berry wine. Let's run up.
Never thought I'd... My compliments on you. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Wow. Allow me... In fact...
There it is.
Sophia does? What sort of an amount are we intimating here? Never mind. The details are of no matter for now. I'm happy to help the board in any way I can, for so long as they consider me a friend. The station routes all communications across Monarch. Since the company towns were... My former... Don't... I understand why... Amber... No. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. Do what you like. Just don't tell me about it after. I enjoy sleeping at night.
Okay, and we're also going to do this for some extra XP. Phineas sent me. He needs the location of the chemicals.
I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always. Just, it might take me a while this time. Unfortunately, the very transmissions you were chasing earlier are the reason for our delay. MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Wait, really? That's news to me.
Oh no, you heard me correctly. The children will not get off the line! Which of course has scrambled my outgoing transmissions. Shut them down if you want me to route the data to Phineas.
Alright, can do. I need to head out.
Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
There you go, an extra 17,000 XP for that. And we're done here. You got any freebies? Ooh, a flamethrower. And some free ammo. Alright, ta-ta, see you in the funny papers. Hello. Must open. Still a little short. A mind drink should fix that. Okay, this better be worth 5 mag picks. It was not. Dang it. Alright, now is a matter of getting far enough away from hostiles that we can fast travel away. This can be a little tricky. Oh, we can do it now. Great. Excellent. Okay. First stop. Back to... Well, anywhere we can sell stuff. Let's say Stellar Bay. Anybody ever use those gyro sites? The thing about them is, like, the weapon it'd be best used on is a shotgun. But if I recall correctly, there's no shotguns with mod sights. Is there? Tactical shotgun, maybe? So, I don't know. It's like, this is so redundant. Anyways, anybody use those? Post a comment.
Do your part to support the local economy? Laws know we need it. Look, if you don't see...
Yeah, racking up the change here, boss. Alright. And that is respectable carry weight. I'm a little heavy, but we won't worry about it. Alright, next up, Sanjar. Sanjar is right there. In the MSI building.
Could I get another advantage?
And once again, I forget what this dialogue involves, so let's just slap on our dialogue suit just in case. And Sanjar!
New business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Okay, just keep it above the equator, eh? With all that moistening the loins stuff there. Listen up, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
The adjutant sent me.
The adjutant herself?
Mm-hmm.
Why, I knew the board would see reason eventually, but this... this...
Sir, you've prepared for this.
Right. Now, see here, you may tell your corporate masters that we will deign to rejoin them on the board, but only once certain conditions are met.
Okay, here's the deal. I need to shut off your broadcast, okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
I suppose that means you aren't here for the Saltuna.
No, afraid not.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
All right, you make a good point.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Once again, I should point out that I happen to work for the adjutant.
Well, you don't have to rub it in.
I think she means to warn you about working against the board.
Yeah, just kind of like, you know,
What
getting
a
him back on
notion.
track here.
We want to rejoin the board, to our betterment and theirs. And my plan involves a two-pronged approach. The first part of which is seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay, and how do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting with the Bolt 52, we won't need to advertise anymore. We can stop our transmissions altogether.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Alright, where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Alright, I'll see what I can find.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Can do. Okay. Alright, so we have our standing orders. Bolt 52 is a bolt with his name. That is coming up next. Have to do this in order to convince Sanjar to stop broadcasting. Hey, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all very much for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, hey, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and stuff like that there. And I will see you next time. Stay safe, people. Wash those hands. And see you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.